Today, we honor a remarkable educator and inspiring leader, Dr. Kathryn Jeffery, whose life work has been grounded in fighting for equity and an unwavering belief in human potential. Dr. Jeffery, thank you for allowing me the privilege of sharing what so many of us feel: deep admiration and gratitude. For nearly 5 decades, Dr. Kathryn Jeffery has served community colleges as a counselor, faculty member, administrator, and president. From teaching and counseling and fine arts to leading Santa Monica College, she has never lost sight of one truth: education transforms lives. I first witnessed her leadership at Sacramento City College when she joined me in walking the halls of the Capitol to advocate for the first iteration of the Student Equity and Achievement categorical. She captivated legislators with her authenticity and unwavering student-centered commitment. At Santa Monica College, she has continued to lead with courage and compassion. Whether expanding support services or deepening inclusion, Dr. Jeffery has always been guided by a steadfast belief that higher education must be accessible and empowering and life-changing for every learner. Through challenges and crises alike, she has led with grace and wisdom that we all aspire to have in those trying times. Kathryn leads with heart, she listens, she builds community. Her impact goes beyond policy. It lives in relationships, in the colleagues she encourages, in the culture she enriches, in her love of music and the arts, and the whole human spirit. So I personally don't see this as a retirement, but rather as a well-earned graduation, complete with an associate's degree in freedom studies, with a minor in you get to do whatever you please now. So today we celebrate not just this milestone, but a remarkable legacy of service, empathy, and transformational impact. Kathryn, thank you for your wisdom, your integrity, and your steadfast belief in students and colleagues alike. Because of you, countless lives have been changed. Please join me in honoring a true champion of equity, Dr. Kathryn Jeffery.
Good evening, colleagues, fellow and sister CEOs, chancellors, superintendents, and presidents, and others who have joined us tonight. I have served in leadership roles for so much of my life, sometimes without even knowing that that's what I was doing. Elementary school days as a junior police guard, helping other students cross the street safely, reminding them not to run in the school hallways, and not to yell outside of classrooms or to report a school ground fight and not try to stop it myself. Junior high school days where I ran for class president and lost miserably. I've always had a desire to play a role where I helped others, and here I am now after over 50 years sitting at a point called retirement, where I'm asked to look back over all the things that I've done in my career and to call out specific highlights and accomplishments. These are the things that are listed painstakingly in great detail in my resume, my biography, and that live in the memories of those who have known me professionally. Tonight, I've chosen to represent my service through the words of others. On February 20th of this year, an SMC colleague ran into some former colleagues of mine from Columbia College, where I served as vice president of students. And he wrote me a note. Given the SMC budget challenges, I suspect that these are especially challenging times for you and your staff. You are in my thoughts. Together, we will work hard, remain humble and thankful, and do the best we can. Earlier this month, on February 9th, another colleague wrote to me. Thank you for all the ways you have supported and encouraged us in our service to students, Dr. Jeffery. May your transition into the next chapter of life be gentle. I appreciate you. In late November of 2025, an SMC colleague who promoted to a leadership position at another institution wrote to me, "Thank you again for your leadership and for your support of my participation in the Carolyn Grubbs Williams Leadership Development Institute, which was instrumental in my growth as an administrator." In September of 2024, an SMC to Columbia University transfer student wrote this. He was selected as a future Nobel laureate scholar, and he responded to an email that I had sent to him. He wrote back, "Your words mean a lot to me, Dr. Jeffery. Can't wait to share my journey with all of you at the college, and I'm hoping to inspire other students at SMC to pursue their dreams as well." There's so much more I could say. I could brag about myself, but I'm going to leave my legacy to speak for itself. What I want to tell you tonight, that going into retirement is bittersweet, but it's also filled with so many fantastic and wonderful memories of great encounters and experiences with students, mostly, with colleagues, certainly, and growing into a greater awareness of myself. In the course of my career, I have done many things and I've learned many things as well. I never anticipated that by having the misfortune of being at a college where I had to manage the institution through a shooting would give me the experience needed at another institution where a shooting also occurred. I never knew that the pandemic training that I had received at another community college in a different state would be the very set of skills and knowledge that would help me to usher and guide the SMC college community through the COVID pandemic that struck in 2020. How could I possibly have been prepared to know that by living in the Columbia College foothills, that being in an environment where wildfires would break out, that very set of skills and the calmness needed to handle a wildfire crisis would be what would support me and the college community where I was serving and where I will be retiring from, would be what was needed to help when a wildfire broke out in the Los Angeles Palisades and Altadena areas nearby Santa Monica College and the surrounding communities. There are so many different ways in which my experiences from one college to another converged at just the right moment to help me call upon the skills, the talent, the fortitude, just the perseverance to navigate troubled waters in emergency circumstance, and to be able to sit firmly in the knowledge and the confidence that I could be of assistance to the college, to the students, to the employees, to the community. These are the things that are not captured in the resume. They are the things that are captured in my memory. And they're captured in the ways that I was able to handle a specific leadership crisis. So, what I want to share with you now, that I'm very ready to hand over the mantle of leadership for SMC to some other leader who will come, who will step forward, and who will be able to take the college on the rest of its journey. So, friends, countrymen, countrywomen, citizens of this great big world, it's time for me to step out of retirement, or step out of work into retirement. and moved to a new stage of my life. Now I want to be more carefree. I'll wear a suit if I want to, or I'll wear jeans when I want to, but whatever it is that I'm going to do, I'll do it when I want to. I'm ready to be me, Kathryn Jeffery, not Kathryn Jeffery, some job title. So I wish all of you the very best as you move on with your lives, with your careers. And now I'm going to step out into the sun and have some fun. Toodaloo.